Hi! Welcome back to the channel. It's been over a year now that the brewery is ready, and I think it's time to give you guys a quick review of the brewing equipment we use here. First off, we have this lovely 3-vessel brewing system, which is absolutely amazing, especially for the price of it. But after a year, I feel like we could do some slight changes. For example, the brew table, it works amazingly. I mean, it has the 3 vessels on and it has the 2 pumps on, but it kind of has a lot of dead space behind. I think if we, for example, we did some separate tiny tables on wheels that the vessels sit on, and then you can move each one of them separately, and then maybe hit the bottom of the vessel really hard, and then it would bow a little bit and put like a drain on the bottom in the middle, because at the moment we always have to tilt it and slightly struggle with fully emptying it, basically. The 2 pumps are great, nice and silent, and I think these are relevant for homebrewers. We do a lot of stuff with homebrew equipment, and I think testing them in an actual commercial environment is a testament to how good they are. So these are the Blickman Riptide pumps. Nice and quiet, maybe a little bit slow for us. It takes quite a while to pump 160, 140 liters of wort into the fermenter. Yeah, we'll probably have to upgrade them, but for now they are excellent. Also, these pumps are fairly easy to clean. You get the tri-clamp fitting, and then you can take it apart and clean it nicely. This comes off magnetic, so yeah, it's a really nice pump that I can only recommend. Blickman Terminator plate chiller, I forgot the name, which works great, but as you saw on our previous video, it got clogged with coriander seeds, and it's a pain to clean because it's welded, so you can't take it apart. Yeah, probably need another one, a bigger one, and one that you can take apart.
Also, we are using this nice Brew 3-vessel brewing control system. It's really nice and shiny. It has alarms which makes him mad every day.
Beeps a lot.
But yeah, you can control basically 3 vessels. You see the temperature and you can control 3 pumps. This is an Edda timer. Also, we bought this steam condenser from
Brew Tools.
It works really nice, so that basically enables us to brew with this lid on, and yeah, that way we don't have the condense raining on us from the ceiling.
It did cost us a little bit of volume though.
We had to cut a hole for it, which made us lose like 20 liters, I guess. But yeah, it's a lot easier this way. And yeah, you don't have mold like the condense.
Mold growing in the brewery, which is pretty bad, isn't it?
Yeah.
What about the filter system? I mean, we haven't been using that for a long time, but the filter with this water storage tank.
Yeah, we just got this, so you maybe saw it in the video, in an earlier video we made. Yeah, it's really nice, and it gives you control of your water, which is basically a big part of your brew. So yeah, we never used reverse osmosis water before, so we are still experimenting with it, and yeah.
Good. basically.
Good. Yeah. But before each brewing day, we are trying to make a recipe for the water as well. Until now, I guess it was really nice, and
It does make a difference for
it
sure.
does make a difference, and I think even Mindbender became better because of the water.
On the cold side, we have the Quanto Mini Chili 17. Is this one? I think.
I think, yeah. So it has like 1.7 kilowatts.
Maybe. But yeah, it works great. It has a lot of cooling power. It handles super well the cold crash of the fermenter. We can go down to 0 degrees Celsius basically. I don't know what is going on. It makes a strange rattly noise when it stops from cooling the glycol inside. So I'm slightly worried that it might go wrong on us, but hope for the best. And yeah, storage, I mean the big fridge, this is great and spacious. I think it's 880 liter capacity, but I don't know for how long it will be enough for us. This, what you can see now, is about half of one batch. It can house about 2 batches, but if our plan is to buy a second fermenter, then we'll need to get more storage space basically.
This is another addition to the cooling side of things. I know it's not home brewing equipment, but I know you guys like to put your money in some professional equipment as well. So this is a really nice solution for easily tapping your keg beer. It has also an incorporated compressor.
Yeah, an air
So-
compressor, which you can, well, obviously you can only use with like key kegs, for example.
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
if you plan on drinking a keg of beer in one go, otherwise
Yeah.
you're gonna oxidize your beer.
Yeah.
But with key kegs, it's amazing.
Yeah, we are using key kegs, so it's amazing. It had some slight issues when we were at Sfera. Basically, a lot of people were coming for beer, so we were tapping like crazy.
And it was hot outside as
it
well.
was hot
I think it was
outside.
just overheating slightly the
Yeah,
air
maybe
compressor.
it had like a funny smell. It was working, so yeah.
Also, you can always use another air compressor to help it out.
Yeah, basically that's what we did from day 2. But yeah, didn't let us down, so we called the service and a guy came out and checked it and said everything looks fine, so he advised us to just use it and we will see. You already saw us canning our beer, so we have the duo filler, which is really nice for homebrew, usable for our scale as well. It has some issues, it's not so fast, to be honest, and
Pretty slow, rather not so fast.
and also the sensors, which are really nice.
Yeah, we fill with sensor mode usually.
Which you cannot use with bottles.
Oh yeah, it doesn't work.
It was not working. But since we are using cans now, it's working fairly right, but it's not the most accurate sensor I've ever seen in my life. So sometimes it just stops at like half full cans. We were just thinking about maybe we need another one.
Oh yeah, last time on our last canning day, I felt like it took so long. So yeah, probably maybe get another one and just have one of us on the dual filler and
yeah,
churning out
The
cans
other one.
one after the other. Yeah,
for canning we are using the Cannula Pro,
semi-automatic
machine, canning machine. We are really happy with the choice we made to can our beer instead of bottling it.
Oh yes, a whole world of a difference. Basically.
Yeah. It's better for the beer, better for the transport, and we just love it. So we had some issues with this one just stopping on us after like 150, 200 cans. We didn't have the same issue this winter, so I guess it was just overheating.
Possibly, which is weird because it's not like you put in one can and then you have 30 seconds, 40 seconds of off time, so it can rest and still. Yeah, it does sound like overheating.
Yeah, because we just
last time
basically we just stopped, and after like 10-20 minutes it was working again. So I don't know. Maybe you saw it in our video. We made a video about this not working correctly, but you can check it in the info button there. Also, it has some, what should I call it, like?
Well, I mean, it is a mechanical system, so you're setting the height of this according to what type of cans you're using, and you have this locking knot here, which tightens so this can't rotate freely, which actually it does right now, you can see. So it means this rotates separately, and after every, like, I don't know, 50, 100 cans, it can.
You have to feather it with it a bit, but
because it tends to raise on its own, and then you're crushing the can. So when you raise the can into the right position for canning, it just crushes the can. On the fermentation side, present to you 2 liter tanks. The first 2 proper stainless steel conical fermenters we bought for the brewery, which are amazing fermenters for homebrew. Their only downside is they don't do pressure, and they are not double walled, so you have to use the lids with the spiral, with the cooling spiral. But we still use them. We still use them when we need secondary vessel. For example, when we put a stout in it and needs to sit for a long time on adjuncts like barrel cubes or coconut or tonka beans or cacao beans, and yeah, if you like stouts, watch this space because we have some lovely stuff coming up. Obviously, progress is key for any business, and at the end of the day, a brewery is a business as well. So we are expanding all the time and planning for our next move, which one of our biggest moves up to now was this fermenter. It's a BrewTools F300 fermenter, which we have been using for a while now, and it's great. It's an amazing fermenter, great quality fermenter that we bought with our own money, so it's not sponsored or anything, but honestly I can tell you it's a really nice fermenter. With minor issues and flaws, because nothing's perfect. Maybe me, but definitely not the brewing kit. Well, issues. I mean, first of all, be aware that the see-through original plastic ring or whatever you want to call this doesn't do well in hot water. It warped and broke and cracked, so we had to 3D print a new one, but it works just fine.
It's really nice orange.
Yeah, nice orange. We need to put some branding on it. But yes, the KTM funding valve. Great stuff. It doesn't start in the morning, but hey. On the spunding valve, it is a bit, I don't know what to say, sticky maybe. It can get stuck, and you set the pressure that you want it to release the CO2, but sometimes it gets stuck and it only releases when when the pressure is a lot higher than what you set it, and then at that point it explodes and just the whole water comes out. And most of the times it does that 2 or 3 times, and then it kind of, I don't know, water gets in or what, but it works. Also, it's good to know that you can do some fine adjustment with this nut. So if you want it to be, I don't know, open faster, then you undo this nut. What else? Another experience we got over time is that if you do like fruited beers like we're doing now, this apricot and vanilla goes, you have lots of fruit juice in. For example, we did a raspberry one, and then this sample valve can get raspberry seeds in it, and you can't properly close it, so it drips. And after having to dump about 3 or 4 liters of beers because I couldn't close this, we came up with the solution and putting a butterfly valve after it. It's only necessary for fruited beers, but it's a good solution. You close it and then you can even take this off and clean it. What else? The fermenter itself with the cooling jacket, like double-walled cooling jacket, the heater, it's just great. You can manage your fermentation temperatures super well.
Yeah, we got the carbonation stone as well.
Oh, the carbonation stone, we bought, but honestly, with the fermenter being pressure rated, we usually close the spunding in the last few days of fermentation, build up some pressure in the tank, and then at the end you only have to top up from a CO2 canister just a tiny bit. So we use the carbonation stone for a Berliner, which is a really high CO2 level beer. Yeah. Then it's necessary, but otherwise I don't think it is. As you can see, we have a blind cap here. We don't use that at the moment. Also, if you capture the natural CO2 produced by the yeast, in my opinion, it's a much nicer carbonation in the beer. Your head is nice and tight and packed with small bubbles, and the whole thing is much more organic. Oh yes, yes. This is a shout out to Portly Gentleman, Bradley, my man. You said what a great, one of the biggest inventions of the 21st century. This seal, this 8-inch tri-clamp seal with the bead on the side that you can put on, and because it has the bead, it sits and it doesn't fall in, doesn't touch. You can't put it on every time. I take 10 minutes to put the seal on, because when you put the 8-inch thingy on top, half of it is inside, half of it is outside. It just, whoever came up with this, it's rubbish. I just bought 2 simple 8-inch tri-clamp seals, and we're never ever gonna use this shit again. In fact, we like it so much that we bought another one.
What's up, man?
I'm looking for the 8-inch tri-clamp seal with the bead, because the simple one isn't better either. Sorry, Bradley.